Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video all about a skin condition called perioral dermatitis. So perioral dermatitis is something I have personally suffered since about last August. It kind of started popping up on my face, and at first I didn't know what it was, and then I kind of started sharing my experience and my story and journey with it, I guess, on my social media. And I was so surprised how many of you actually responded saying you get the same thing. And it's actually been very requested for me to do this video. I receive emails on the weekly DMs about people that suffer this condition wanting advice. And I have tried a lot of things. Let me move my phone. So I just want to share what worked for me in terms of this, because I've tried so many different things and it is a really tricky skin condition to work with. So I have some notes on my phone. Perioral dermatitis is where you get this rash. It might come under your nose, down around your mouth. It tends to be like on this part of the face, and then in worst cases like myself, it can spread up under your eyes. I'll make sure to insert some photos throughout the video of my dermatitis at its worst. So the thing about perioral dermatitis is dermatologists don't know the cause of it and they don't know the cure for it. So every case is a bit different. When I was researching into this and stuff, I found that most dermatologists were saying it's a mixture of rosacea, because it gets really red and irritated, eczema because it's really dry and flaky, and acne because it comes in like little bumps. Like, they're not pimples, but it's in these little bumps that can get little heads on them. So before I go into too much more detail, I just want to state too, I am not a trained professional in skin. Like, I'm just a makeup artist. I haven't done any, training in skincare or anything. So I'm not a professional in this, but this is just my experience. When I was going through this, I tried so much and it really took me months. Like, I had it kind of started at the end of last August, didn't fully clear up and go away for me until Feb this year. So that was a long time for me to kind of be suffering it, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And I'm still not, like, you probably can't tell now because I've got makeup on, but it's still not fully gone, but I've just learned how to manage it and how to stop it from getting into a really bad outbreak. First thing I want to say, if you go to your doctor and they don't know exactly what it is, they might prescribe you like a steroid cream, and do not use that. Do not use it. Take it from me. I learnt the hard way. So steroids are a quick fix, and the perioral dermatitis is not like eczema or psoriasis, where, because I've personally suffered eczema since I was a little girl. So whenever I get a bad bout of eczema, I will get my prescription cream, put a bit of that on, that'll clear it up in a few days, boom, it's good. Whereas with the perioral dermatitis, putting the steroid cream on it, the steroid just agitates it more. So what will happen is, this is what you'll probably find, it will clear up when you're using the cream, it will clear up, but the minute you stop using that cream, it'll come back 10 times more aggressive. I kind of just had it a bit kind of under my nose and down here, and then it was spreading a little bit on my chin, and I started using that cream because I wanted a quick fix, and then boom, it came back way worse. It spread all up under my eyes. So yeah, first tip, don't you touch any steroid creams because they do more harm than good. Make sure to keep your skin hydrated. So I find mine can kind of start to flare up if my skin's dry. So I think it's really important to keep your skin hydrated. I've got some products here. So good things I like for keeping your skin hydrated. It's really good before bed, I think, to put some oils on your skin. So these are two I like. This one is the Go-To Face Oil, which is by the Go-To skincare range, and you can just get that from Mecca. And I also love rosehip oil. So you can buy rosehip oil from many different brands if that wants to focus. Yep. This is just one I have, and I love the way that feels on my skin. Some moisturizers I love. It's expensive, but this is really good. This is the Drunk Elephant La La Retro Whipped Cream. It just looks like that, and you can get that from Mecca as well. And this is a new one I've been using that I like. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge. So that wants to focus. There we go. Yep. So there, in terms of hydration, keeping your skin hydrated so it doesn't get worse, they're probably the 4 things that I would recommend. So simplify all your skincare if you're finding you're having this kind of reaction. Don't use anything harsh. Don't use a million different serums and stuff like that. I literally just really simplified it, sorry. So I would, you can see you in the mirror. Usually I would cleanse twice a day, but when I had this really bad, I was cleansing once a day. The reason for that is that if you have this condition, do not exfoliate your skin, like at all. Don't exfoliate it, it'll make it worse. So I didn't want to like over cleanse and, you know, over strip it. A moisturizer in the mornings and serums at night. And that was all I kind of did to simplify it. And yeah, just don't go using any really heavy chemical filled stuff. Like all natural stuff is better. If you can, if you're like in a position with your job or whatever where you don't have to wear makeup, try not to wear makeup because it doesn't help the situation. It was really hard for me. I'm a makeup artist, so like I did not want to walk around with this rash on my face doing clients, so I was wearing makeup, which definitely didn't help. But if you can not wear makeup, try not to. I did so much research about this, so much research. I did all the research and tried all the things so you don't have to, and you can just get straight to curing it. So I watched so many YouTube videos as well, but I didn't find there was that many helpful ones out there, so I wanted to make this as informative and helpful as I can. So I found out that this is a really common condition in women, and they think that that's due to just hormones, so it could be a hormonal thing, which I think that might have had something to do with mine, and also cosmetics. So it can be, if you've got really sensitive skin, cosmetics can flare it up. I don't think mine was due to cosmetics because I hadn't tried any new makeup and I'd never had an issue like that before from wearing makeup. It can also be like food allergy related, so I read that like gluten, certain spices, processed sugar and dairy can flare it up. So if you're finding you're getting this, try and cut gluten out for a few days and then cut dairy out for a few days and see if by doing that anything helps. For me, cutting out gluten did help to clear mine up a bit. Everyone's experience with this and what will work with this condition is slightly different. Like I've spoken to some other people that have had it and they've had quite a different experience from me. So that's just something to keep in mind, that this stuff might work for me, but it may not work for you. So now I've showed you like my moisturizers and oils that I would recommend for keeping the hydration in. The rosehip oil is also really good because it's just soothing and calming if your skin's like really raw, and because it gets itchy as well. So that's good for that. Now I'm going to show you like my favorite things that I think really helped get my skin back to normal condition. If you do anything from this video, go and buy this immediately, straight away, if you suffer from this. So this is by a brand called Lion's Leaf. It's actually like a natural nappy rash cream, I think it is. So, but they do advertise that you can use it for dermatitis on their website. So it's 100% natural zinc and calendula, I don't know how to pronounce that, cream. It's, oh my god, it's amazing. So you can only buy this online. It comes from the UK. And it's really thick. Like if I kind of show you, you can kind of see it's like a really thick paste balm. Doesn't smell very nice either, to be honest, but this, honestly, I think this saved my skin. And now when I get a bit of a flare up, this is the first thing that I'll put on. So you can't really wear this like during the day because if you put it on your skin, it's kind of smothered. So I just put this all over my rash before bed, and in the morning it would be so much less agitated. So that's the first thing I would recommend. Zinc and calendula, I don't know how to say it. They're just good ingredients for your skin in general anyway. So that's the first thing I'd recommend. So I'd put that on at night, and then I would just, there's only a tiny bit left in this, but this is just apple cider vinegar. So you can buy any, diluted with water. So it'd go like half apple cider vinegar, half water, mix it up, put it on a cotton pad and kind of just stipple that, because that's I think it's an anti-inflammatory or something. I can't exactly remember, I did know at the time, but I'd put that on morning and night as well. That would sting a little bit, but that really helped to dry it out, and that was very helpful as well. I haven't been doing that lately, but when it was really bad, this definitely did help. Another thing I love is this was so hard to track down. There was a girl, I don't know if she'll watch this, her name was Adele, and when I first put out that I was suffering this, she sent me this massive message about how she'd had it, and she was the one who recommended me this, and she also recommended this, and she honestly helped me so much. So Adele, if you watch this, thank you. So Adele told me to buy this from a health food shop, but I just went into a few but I couldn't find it, so I ended up buying this off iHerb, I think, or just, I think so, yeah. But it's just vegan grapefruit seed extract. So what I would do with this, it tells you on the back. So I'd put like a couple drops on a cotton pad and then mix it with water, and then just once again dab that on the area, and this is just really soothing and hydrating. Like, it's quite a thick kind of, it's like an oil but it's thick. It's hard to explain. If you try this you'll know, but it's really good as well, really soothing. So I would do that once a day too when I had a really bad flare up. Bye.
Really cameras.
You got lip gloss on you. The last thing I have, which helped me as well, if I could have keep two products that could clear it up really quickly, it would be this and this. So I'm sure you guys are going to recognize this. This is just good old Kenaston. So this is an antifungal cream where a girl had the same condition and used this, and she said like fungal things feed in moist areas. So she was saying after she had a shower, hers would be really red, and I was like, yeah, mine's the same. Mine would be really red after a shower. So she said she put some Kenaston on and it cleared up. So I sometimes use this as well, and this does really help. So I use that twice a day if I'm getting a bit of a bad flare up. The thing with this though, so there's two types of Kenaston. This is, I don't know the technical side to it, but this is just the antifungal one, and you can get Kenaston with a steroid in it as well. Do not use that one. Make sure if you're going to get Kenaston, you get the one without steroid. So there's two types. I've forgotten the technical name for steroid. Is it like cortisol? So yeah, they're the main products that I would use to treat a bad flare up. I've got some other notes here. So here's some things that I read help but didn't personally try myself. So I heard that drinking celery juice is really good for it. I actually read a few stories people who got completely cured by just drinking a cup of celery juice in the morning. Turmeric, so I read, because turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. I tried that though. I made like this paste with turmeric, put it on my face, and then it just stained my face yellow, and I didn't find that it did anything. But it's different for everybody. Maybe it would help more to actually eat turmeric lattes, that might help. Aloe vera, so this is something I really wanted to try, but it's not just like aloe vera moisturizer or whatever. You actually have to go and like get an aloe vera plant and use the actual aloe vera from that. So that's another thing that's meant to be really soothing and help. I feel like that would help because I've used actual aloe vera plant on sunburn before and it was so nice. LED light therapy that was recommended to me to help it. Didn't personally try it, but that's something you could try if you're wanting to look into that. So I went to the doctor and they said they can put you on like a bout of antibiotics for 6 months, which clears it up. But I was really determined to kind of clear it without having to actually take an antibiotic for 6 months. Like, it's not good for your body to take an antibiotic for 6 months. Then I watched a few people on YouTube saying that they'd done those round antibiotics, it cleared up, and then it would come back when they stopped. So I'm like, I wanted to kind of do it a bit more naturally because yeah, it's just not good. Oh, I've got a visitor. Come here. Come on up. Can you say hi? Say hi. Hi, you come and see mommy. Good boy. Hop down. Oh, he's got wet feet. Corridor, hop in your bed. Okay. The last thing I wanted to touch on too is toothpaste. So I don't feel like personally this was something that agitated my dermatitis, but I know multiple people who have had it and the problem has been toothpaste. So in normal toothpaste, they contain fluoride, and that can be something that really can flare up dermatitis. So, and that would explain, around the mouth. If you're just getting it around your mouth, maybe have a look at your toothpaste. So for a while I switched to an all natural toothpaste, and that was during my healing of it, and it did, obviously with all this as well, but doing that helped clear it up. So I don't know if it did come down to the toothpaste. I'm back to using just a normal toothpaste now, and doesn't seem to like really agitate it. But like I know one of my family friends, hi Hannah if you watch this, she told me like she got it and then she switched to a natural toothpaste and within a week it was gone. So yeah, maybe have a look at the toothpaste you're using as well. You can buy like just all natural toothpaste from the supermarket and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I've touched on everything. I hope any of you that might be suffering this awful skin condition find this helpful in some way. It is a lot more common than you think it is. Of so many people. And even once I started I got it and then my boyfriend's sister got it and I'm like, oh my God, like it's quite common. And I think a lot of it does come down to the hormones and stuff, but this is just a good little routine you can kind of set for yourself and move this all over with these products that they help me. So I hope they can help you as well. But yeah, that's it for today. I know it's not a makeup tutorial, it's a bit different, but I just hope that I can help someone, because when I was in the worst of my suffering with this, I would have loved to have seen a video like this. Keep yourself nice and hydrated. Try not to wear makeup. Don't exfoliate. And yeah, these are all good products. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll have another video up soon for you guys. Make sure to subscribe as well. I'm really close to 1,000 subscribers and it'd make my day if you could subscribe. Bye guys.